Alright, hey, what's going on everyone? I hope you can hear me at this point. Just wanted to see what we're looking at in terms of lag. I think there's about 30 seconds, so that's not too bad at all. But how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the first attempt here to stream on YouTube. Just gonna wait to get the heads up from you guys to see if everything's going well. Hey Evan. Hey, Steaming Gaming. Alex, how are you doing today? Hey, 506. Now, I don't know about you guys, but yesterday we were talking on Twitch. I think everyone's pumped for Rebels tomorrow. Alright, perfect. I think we're good to go. Just gonna accept. Common. If you can hear me, Alex, hope you're doing well today. Hey Lewis. Now what I'll do is, usually on Twitch I can keep up with the chat pretty well. There is going to be probably more people than in this chat than we usually get. So I'll try my best to keep up with the chat here. But again, for everyone just jumping in, thanks a lot for joining me. Hey Darth Tyus. Yeah, not too much here. I hope you guys are all happy it's Friday. I certainly am. Hey Remco. Dennis, not too much here. How are you doing there, Dennis? I'm glad you could get on to one live one here, Johan. How are you guys doing today? Hey Pryor. Hey Legacy. Yeah, that's the thing. And you know what? To really jump onto YouTube, the impetus really came from Legacy there. I remember you mentioned it in one of the live hangouts, and I thought, well, I should probably at least give it a try. Thanks, Furious. Hey, Kuriel Bayrad. Again, too, I'm just going to scroll up here. I'll try my best to wipe them all out. Again, I was mentioning earlier, I'm going to try my best to keep up with the chat as best as I can. It's usually not too bad on Twitch. I can do it pretty well. Thanks, Kitty. Evan. Oh, yes. Evan brings up a good point. I'm going to try to jump into a Scarab game if I can. Just to warm things up. But Evan brings up a good point. Today is St. Patrick's Day, so happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone. This is on Xbox One, Aaron. And if anyone wants to jump in with me, then my Xbox One gamer tag is just SWRC Gaming. Thanks TFO. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Yeah, we'll see, Frost. I mean, if this was back in January, I might not be able to make too many promises in that regard. Yeah, I try to do my my best there, Marcus. Well, the thing is, too, is you guys always have so much good things to say, it's hard not to. Hey, Ron, how are you doing today? Thanks for jumping in here. Cody, okay. I'll probably go Alex here on YouTube, but yeah, thanks for jumping in there, Alex. Hey, Death Trooper. K-Nub. Thanks a lot there, Zombie. I appreciate it. Actually, that's really funny you say that there, Alex. No, it's not at all. I thought that was a really funny comment. And I was actually happy to see that it had so many thumbs up. That's just in relation to the Sar Agorn. Top comment being the fact that he's actually the hottest Jedi ever. I mean, you can go either way. Hottest, strangest. Yeah, I'm just looking at the quality here too. Yeah, I think you were right there, Legacy. The quality certainly is a lot better on here. Oh, perfect. Yeah, and if you guys want to add me... Actually, let's just go with what we got here. This is the first loadout that I've tried with this heavy blaster. Somebody had mentioned it to me yesterday on Twitch. So, we're still in the experimental phase with this one. But I actually really like this one. I save from time to time, but not that great with the heavy blasters. Mostly the E11, and even then.
The rebels are taking over a control point. You must stop them.
I'm glad you're enjoying it there, Ron. See, the thing is, too, is the way that I see it, the more I die, the more I can keep up with chat. But I have to say, this heavy blaster one is not too bad at all. No, that's a good point there, Mitchell. I don't think so, unless I'm missing a bit. But I mean, I hope everyone's really excited for tomorrow's Rebels. I've been thinking about it quite a bit the last couple of days here.
Be ready for hostiles.
Take up new positions. We've lost a control point.
Hey, Galaxy, how you doing today? Thanks, Isaiah. Yeah, that's true too, Legacy. That is the, it was kind of taking a bit away from the channel. I figure if I can do this maybe a few times a week on here and bounce back and forth. Pulse cannon. I wish I had some some good tips there, Dave. I mean, Legacy might be able to give you some better ones. I basically just try to roll out of the way and aim for the head. That's basically what all I try to do.
Move to engage. They are capturing the last control point.
Rebel sighted.
And try not to get shot myself. And see, what I did there was I threw the Bacta bomb about 50 yards away from me. You don't want to do that. That's a good question, Andrew. See, the thing is I've really only played this one. And even this game, I'm pretty late. I mean, I only really got into it. Am I stuck? I only really got into it in about like the last 6 months, I would say. So I mean, right now I can really only say this one.
Look to engage. They are taking the last control point.
It is Scarab, yeah. These are, I would have to say that this is probably my favorite map. These Scarab ones, that is.
They've got us outnumbered.
Hey, how's it going, Michael? Ah, thanks a lot, Dragon. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate the support. Huh, that's interesting, Mitchell. I mean, I don't know what you guys think. I've been thinking about it the last couple of days pretty heavily.
Secure the final control point.
At this point, though, I tried to get the video out today, but I don't think I'll be able to get it for today. I'd probably have to do it tomorrow morning early. But I'm really hoping. I mean, I definitely have what I'm hoping happens. I do have all of the DLCs there steaming. I have the I ended up buying the Seasons Pass. It's a good question, Furious. I think the actual reason that George Lucas said is he did 4, 5, and 6 just because the technology wasn't there for things like the Clone Wars and the battles that he had pictured. Huh, what did I pay for the DLC? It was definitely more up here in Canada, but I want to say something like $50 maybe? Ah, thanks, Mike. I appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying them. Yeah, that's really interesting, Mitchell. A lot of people have said that their favorite Battlefront is Battlefront 2. Okay, let's switch things up. Oh, okay. Yeah, it might be cheaper than when I purchased it. I haven't unlocked every gun yet, but I would say out of the ones that I haven't, these pistols, and even this EE4. Yeah, as you can see, I don't use pistols an awful lot. Hey, how's it going, Jay? Hope you're doing well. It is fun, Dragon. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I'm not the greatest player myself, but I mean, it looks really nice and has a great, like, actual Scarab feel to it.
Capture the control points.
Our forces are taking over a control point.
Watch out for enemy soldiers.
Ugh. Ah, thanks a lot there, Davis. Well, the thing is, too, is I'm actually really looking forward to the next Battlefront that's coming out later this year. I was saying yesterday on Twitch, I was just ranking everything that I'm looking forward to the most. I mean, Thrawn novel's up there, clearly Episode 8, but man, I think Battlefront 2 might be even third.
Superior numbers ahead.
No, but it's funny you say that they're prints. I was actually looking into how to download and play The Force Awakens. Or excuse me, the Force Unleashed. I've never played through it, but I have seen playthroughs on YouTube of it. Just so basically I could get the story.
We're capturing a control point.
Hostiles ahead.
Forget how you switch it really quick like that. I wanted that U-wing. I should use this disruptor too. Yeah, that's the thing, Johan, too. It just looks so cool. I really want to just use the Force to throw everything around.
We are taking possession of a control point.
See, I really wanted that U-wing desperately. I would have taken it. But no.
Our forces have captured a control point.
And again, too, I apologize, guys. Oop. Usually I can keep up with the chat pretty good on the live hangouts and on Twitch. Again, too, I'll try my best to keep up with the chat here. Oh, I love KOTOR at the moment. Yeah, that was one that I hadn't played either. I was actually really behind on a lot of the games. But KOTOR is a lot of fun. Yeah, actually, we'll play this for a couple hours on here, but then I'll jump over on Twitch at the usual 5 o'clock time, and I'm going to continue playing KOTOR on there, if anyone's interested. I might move, once you use the escape artist, if anyone's played this game, let me know what you think. If you use the escape artist trait once, it feels like I'm walking in quicksand. And not just because I'm on Scarab here either.
We're taking over a control point.
Imperials in the zone.
Ah, hey, Hellhound. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, I hope you have a good weekend here. Yeah, SWTOR I'm just getting into myself at this point as well. I'm doing the Sith Marauder campaign, or the storyline.
Imperials outnumber us.
We're taking a control point. We're taking possession of a control point. Imperials headed our way.
Hey, how's it going, Ferris? Yeah, I like SWTOR. At this point, I probably need to play it a little bit more. Actually, one of the things that I really want to do is the Imperial Agent storyline as a Chiss. Now that I've unlocked the Chiss species. Yeah, everyone says that there, Darth. I mean, I think the most recommended games at this point, now that I've started KOTOR, I mean, I would say that it's Empire at War and Battlefront 2. And The Force Unleashed is also up there. But I want to play both of them. I'd probably play Empires at War first.
The final control point is almost ours. Stay focused.
Stormtroopers ahead.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. Oh, perfect. We pulled that one off. I've heard that quite a bit there, Legacy, with the Imperial Agent storyline. I'd probably play that one next. Oh, definitely there, Django. Yeah, I'm actually really excited for it. I would say that I was probably looking forward even more for 0 Hour, the last arc of the season. But at this point, I'm looking forward to see what happens with Maul and Obi-Wan. Yeah, number 2 was definitely didn't seem as good as number 1 in terms of The Force Unleashed. I really liked Rogue One there, Jonathan. Oh, are you on the other one, Legacy? Okay, there you. So if you're looking for tips, I think somebody was mentioning that before. Just pay attention to Legacy here. Oh, do you have Empire at War there, Byrab? Now, do you have any mods for it? Because I've been looking and I think there's a Thrawn mod for Empire at War. I mean, somebody was saying it yesterday that it's not too hard to set up the mods for any of the games, but at this point I'm a bit apprehensive. It took me about a month to learn how to do Twitch, and then about another month, I would say, to do this, so I'm gonna have to go with the escape artist trait. Yeah, I mean, do you guys think Maul's gonna die? Yeah, Gabriel's kind of, got a point there. Hey, Caden. I've been all over the place on what I think is going to happen. And actually, it was people in my... that were making some really good points on Twitch one day, where I finally was able to nail down what I think is going to happen. I hear the EE4. Is that you, Legacy?
The rebels have suffered
That's...
casualties.
It's chilling.
New and plan.
That sound. Oh. Brutal. Yeah, Maul killing Obi-Wan would be a huge surprise. Then it turned out he was just a Force ghost the entire time. I don't know. I apologize if I missed it, but does the majority think that Maul is going to die at the end of the episode? I'm going to come out with a fairly long explanation video on what I think is going to happen tomorrow. But what's everyone think? Hey, how's it going, Cloud? Yeah, that would take some getting used to there. The whole Maul defeating Obi-Wan aspect. See, I don't think... I've changed my mind. I don't think that Maul is gonna die. I think we're gonna see Maul keep going. Yeah, I agree with you there, Bill. I'm most likely, I think that that's what's gonna happen, but... And I've wavered. I thought for sure we were gonna finally see the end of Maul, but at this point, I think I would rather see him... GG there, guys. I would almost want to see him not die at this point. I'm good, Cloud. How are you doing? Ah, thanks, Duomi. I appreciate that. Oh, wouldn't that be something, Geronimo? Boba Fett jumps in. Yeah, good game, Legacy. Okay, so yeah, everyone thinks... A lot thinks that it's going to be the end of Maul. Perfect, Death Trooper. Were you Rebels on that one, or Imperials? I'm good, Cloud. Thanks for asking. Well, that's the thing. Ty the Bandit, good point. I think that if we do see... I mean, imagine this. Imagine if they built to... Because I remember, I just watched the episodes again. It seemed like that Maul had a big... his whole thing was seeking revenge against the Sith. Imagine if that was... If he went with that, and then we built in Season 4... a showdown between Maul and Vader. Well, yeah, Ron, good point. I mean, we still have to see what's going to happen with Thrawn. Oh, I know. No kidding there, Legacy. Which is,
All wings. The shield
puts me puts me a little more worse off than you.
We need to push past the Imperial defenses and make it down to the planet's surface.
Everything together, I would probably say that this is my favorite gameplay. The infiltration one. I apologize if I missed the chat here.
Enemy fighter is locked on you.
They're locking with a missile.
We're almost out of time. All wings, we have fought too hard today not to make it. Push past those defenses.
They're behind you.
We won't get another chance at this. Fight past their defenses.
Hostile down. Enemy fighter on your tail.
I don't think that Thrawn's gonna die, Gabriel. I think that Thrawn survives. I would be really disappointed if he didn't make it through. I mean, for sure for this season.
Wings have been taken out.
I'm really hoping we see something good from Thrawn in the last two episodes. I've yet to see a really good classic Thrawn moment yet.
Now's your chance. Get our U-wings through there. Great shot.
Behind you. Careful.
They're locking onto you.
Unfortunately, no, not on PS4.
Heavy fire going down.
Our U-wings have been neutralized. We need to deal with those Imperial fighters. Great shooting.
Hurry. Get our U-wings past the gate. Scratch one Imperial fighter.
You've got one behind you.
They're trying to get a lock on you.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. Yeah, sometimes you get a good run every now and again. This is Xbox One Warrior. Favorite ship or fighter? I mean, I'd probably have to go with Anakin's Actus class. Just trying to think. I mean, some of those ties that we've talked about recently have been pretty cool too.
The Imperials have taken out our U-wings. Fall back.
For whatever reason, I mean, in a lot of ways I like a lot of things that are just connected to Rogue One. But, like I liked everything from the U-boat, U-wing. The TIE Strikers were pretty cool.
Missile zeroing in on you.
You got him. Come on, move it. We have to get our U-wings past their defenses.
Nice shooting.
We did it. We're through.
Yeah, how can you not like the Defender? Good point there, Alex.
To distract the Imperials so our team can advance on their objective.
Oh, good point there, Byrab. Now the thing is too, I mean, I like these ones like if you do Battle Station on the Death Star DLC. This one, I mean, I think you were mentioning Rogue Squadron there, Byrab, but
Ground troops.
I mean,
Need you to create
when I
diversion.
was young, I really played
Locate an Imperial cargo ship.
a
and bring
lot
it
of
to
TIE
Earth.
Fighter.
Our team
I mean, it might be the
protects-
game I played the most.
Push the Imperials back. Do not let them near your explosive charge.
Yeah, I don't think there's a question there, Johan. I'd probably do better at the flying aspects. Yeah, no kidding there, Legacy, eh? I mean, I think you can probably tell that I prefer the Imperials. I don't have any of the different skins or armor for the Rebels. I just have this normal one here.
Looks like we're outgunned.
Oh, you are using the EE4. Whenever I hear that sound, it sends a shiver down my spine knowing that Savoji's usually on the other team. Actually, I've seen quite a bit of people do really well with it. I think I just have to do the 10 generator defenses to unlock it.
We need that charge to go off. Do not let the Imperials near it.
Director Orson Krennic is in the vicinity, targeting you.
Oh, did you just read The Seed, Geronimo? Yeah, I'm with the hunting. I love The Seed as well. The Seed really solidified
Let the Imperials near it.
Malgus in my top 3 Sith.
Our explosive device on the cargo ship has been deactivated. Drive the Imperials back and rearm it.
For sure, Bane trilogy as well. Sorry there, Mark. I might have missed your a couple of your messages. Yeah, again, I apologize, guys. I usually try to keep up with the chat quite a bit on Twitch. I'll do my best to keep up with it here as well. I would have to say, other than Vader, Vader's my favorite Sith, but I would have to go with Darth Bane as my favorite. I would say Bane,
Hold the Imperials back until
Malgus,
that charge goes off.
and Vader are probably top 3.
Hostiles ahead.
Oh, the Star Wars reader?
Get the
No, I don't
Imperials
really,
away from the cargo ship. You need to rearm
Usually
the
people will just say on here at Twitch SWRC most often, I guess. That's a good question.
Protect your explosive charge. Don't let the Imperials disarm it.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Sidious myself. Actually, Plagueis is up there too. I mean, there's a lot of a lot of favorite Sith. I would probably say favorite Legends character is definitely Bane there, Gabriel. Yeah, I would have to go Bane as favorite Legends character.
That charge
Oh, I'm trying to catch up to you there, Electric.
Don't let the Imperials near
So
it.
I'm with you. Oh, you got Krennic too there, Saboji?
Hold the Imperials back until that charge goes off.
You need to retake the area around the cargo ship and rearm the explosives.
We've dropped the data tape. We need to push the Imperials back and retrieve it again.
Alright, are we back? I think we're back. Okay, I see people.
And we dropped the data tape. Push them
Alright, sorry about that, guys.
back.
Yeah, I saw it giving me a countdown. I delayed it at 45, 10, and then 5, and then had no option but to to restart. But yeah, thanks for sticking around with me here, guys.
Push the Imperials back.
Oh, how close are we? Wow, good game there, Alice. Good game, guys. Find me. I saw somebody had asked previously what my favorite novel is. I mean, that's a really tough question from kind of just depending on what I've read recently, but I would have to go with the Darth Bane, Path of Destruction, and even just that whole trilogy. And then probably Darth Plagueis. But if we're talking just in terms of the recent canon novels, I mean, there's a lot of really good ones. I'm reading Lost Stars right now, and Lost Stars is really good. Little Jimmy's, what favorite game mode on this? Probably Infiltration on Scarab. We'll do one more and then maybe try a couple of just regular Walker assaults. Hey, the Alliance. I'm on the Ebon Hawk there, Mike, just in terms of SWTOR servers. Oh, is it Death Troopers, Caden? Yeah, Lost Stars is really good. I'm about 2/3 done, Mike, and I'm really enjoying it. I agree, Gabriel. Yeah, Lost Stars is great. Hey, Possum.
Those U-wing troop transports are trying to make it to the planet's surface. Do not let that happen. Target the U-wings until we can close the shield. Hostile fighter behind you. Rebel fighter.
Favorite clones? I mean, usually I'll go with 5s, but there is a lot of good ones. Probably 5s.
The rebel gunships have been neutralized. Very good. Rebel fighter on your tail.
Hey, how's it going, Adrian? Jedi Outcast? No, I've never played that one. Wow, that's really good, Byrab. And actually, it's funny, those are 2 that I've read. But, I actually really enjoyed both of them. Tarkin more so than Lords of the Sith. So that's great, you still have some good ones to get to. I have Dark Disciple, both novelizations, and I think there's 1 or 2 more. Now that I'm reading Lost Stars, there's not too many left that I still have to get to. Oh, Heir to the Jedi, I still have to do.
Rebel U-wing gunships have made it through the shield gate and are heading to the planet's surface.
First found out about Star Wars, luckily through my godparents. Yeah, just through them. I was fairly young, probably 6 or 7. Ah, thanks, the Alliance. Yeah, just in terms of Twitch, I thought that I would just jump on here because I haven't done it on YouTube yet, but yeah, I'll be on Twitch in about an hour, and we'll continue our KOTOR playthrough. Ooh, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, Bill. Yeah, the new Thrawn novel. I mean, again, only weeks away at this point, which is pretty amazing.
The rebels have rigged one of our cargo ships to blow. Neutralize their explosives.
Yeah, I would have to agree with
One of our cargo ships has been compromised. Locate and disarm any explosives.
with you there, Johan. Actually, the quality's a lot better here on YouTube, and yeah, I haven't experienced too much lag at all. Legacy was actually the first one to suggest doing it here on YouTube over Twitch, and I have to say that it's actually looks really good.
The rebel device has been deactivated.
I wouldn't say that the entire Aftermath trilogy was disappointing. I personally just didn't really like the ending. I thought that the ending could have been a bit stronger. Ah, nice bow rifle kill there. I really enjoyed Rogue One there, Jordan.
We tapped into a rebel broadcast.
Yeah, I can't believe how quick it is
Cargo ships took
fastly approaching there, Gabriel.
them down.
Less than a month at this point.
We are going to lose our cargo ship. Neutralize those bombs right now. Heads up, rebels sighted. Our scanners are showing an explosive been set on one of our cargo ships. Get to it and disarm the rebel bomb. Be ready for rebel units.
Yeah, me too, Gabriel. And I heard that there's like a collector's edition cover at Celebration, so I might have to get myself a couple of copies.
Focus. Rebels nearby.
Yeah, definitely, Gavin. I think there's a couple playing right now, actually. But if you want to jump in, then my gamer tag on Xbox One is just SWRC Gaming. And yeah, definitely. Yeah, one of the primary reasons for doing it is definitely to play with you guys. So
We have intercepted
yeah,
the rebel communique.
don't hesitate to jump in.
They planted an explosive device on one of our cargo ships. Find that
First
explosive
literature?
and deal with it.
I mean, I would have to say it was probably Heir to the Empire. Yeah, I was actually really late into jumping into the novels.
You have got to get to that bomb. It is about to go off.
But then I read Heir to the Empire and the Darth Bane trilogy and realized that it was really
They have destroyed
really high
one of our
quality.
cargo ships. I want these rebels dealt with.
You're not a fan of it, Will? Ooh, Revan and Bane would be. That's a good question for a versus series. See, my knowledge on Revan is unfortunately too low. Right now, I think if I was going to do my first versus, it was going to be Bane and Obi-Wan. I think that's a really interesting question. But Bane Revan is really good too.
The rebels to drop the intel. Move up and cut them off. Enemies ahead.
Yeah, you guys think Obi-Wan over Bane? There's a... Oh, I did mess that up. Oh. Yeah, I'd probably lean towards Bane myself. See, this is why I'd have to do the verses, because I would have to try to be as objective as possible. With Bane being my favorite character.
They are about to escape. Cut them off before it is too late. Press the attack. The rebels have dropped the stolen intel.
Huh. Ah, that's a good idea there, Tora. Yeah, he would certainly have a good perspective on everything. Yeah, it's hard not to go with Vitiate, eh? Just in terms of most powerful. Although... Oh, we finally got him. The assist, at least.
The rebels have dropped the data tape. Finish them off. Hostile sighted.
Yeah, I was actually really a big fan of the Rule of Two. I know some people think that it did more harm than good, but I certainly am on the other side of it. I think that it did a lot more good than harm.
Now is our chance to finish off this assault. Inertia.
No, I haven't seen that short film there, Caden. Ooh, good question there, Bill. I mean, for me, the apex is Thrawn. I feel like Thrawn is the top. They're almost different type of intelligence too. But I would have to go Thrawn, and that's tough for me to say because I do think that Tarkin is up there as well. But I would have to go Thrawn. Yeah, certainly there, James. I would have to agree that militarily, as a commander, I would have to go Thrawn. But even too, I mean, this is one of the aspects that I'm a bit disappointed with in the TV show, is that... Oh, did we just... Okay, they just got in. I don't think that Thrawn is shining through on the TV show like he does in the novels. I feel like in the novels, Thrawn is... I would have to agree with Byrab there. Thrawn is basically in a class by himself. Oh, that was the other one, James. Yeah, that was the other one that I haven't read. So both novelizations, Dark Disciple, Twilight Company, and Heir to the Jedi. So yeah, I still have a lot to go on the new canon novels. And that's why it's so tough there, Will. Yeah, Tarkin is, I mean, all those scenes that he was in with, in Catalyst really made that novel for me. That's a good question, Logan. See, I'm always going back and forth to see if they're all Clone Wars out at this point, or if they're still going to keep pushing Clone Wars material. It's something we've talked a lot about on Twitch, just in regards to what era Battlefront 2 is going to take place in. I'm in the majority and hope that we get a lot of Clone Wars era stuff in Battlefront 2, but I'm just not sure if that's the direction that they're thinking about going in. Did I miss the Malgus question? Was it Malgus versus Palpatine? I certainly think that Malgus is one of the most powerful Sith of all time, for sure. But if you've read Deceived, I don't want to give the ending away. The like epilogue ending, but that was one of my favorite scenes to read. And you really see a good Malgus. Oh, Malgus and Vader. Now that's an interesting question. I feel like... Yeah, it's always hard to rank Ancient Sith and the Sith from the movies, but the fanboy in me wants to say Vader. But I'm such a big fan of both that that's a really good matchup. Oh, wouldn't that be great, Adrian? Yeah, if they did... Yeah, Netflix would be the perfect platform for something like that too, I feel. But man, I've been hearing that there's going to be a live action Old Republic show forever now at this point. It would be nice to see. I think it's going to be really good. Yeah, just in regards to how The Last Jedi will turn out, I think it's going to be really good. I think we're going to see a really interesting Luke. But turn out just in terms of I think it'll be high quality, then yes, I'm very confident that it's going to be, I think we're all going to enjoy it. I mean, after Rogue One, you got to have a lot of confidence in them. Hey, Andre, how you doing? Well, I wouldn't mind to see the Netflix something with the Old Republic. I'm dying for anything Old Republic at this point. I mean, they just announced, I think it's called Inferno Squad is their next novel. I was pretty much certain that their next novel was going to be something with Darth Bane. Oh yeah, Knights of the Old Republic Netflix series for sure. I don't know if they'll do a versus Logan, Rex versus Cody, but I do hope that we see some Cody. Oh, are you Shadow Soldier there, Death Trooper? Perfect. You can be Rebel Scum with us. Ah, there's Westy. Are you in the chat on YouTube, Westy? I liked how it was done, Jordan. Yeah, just in regards to Han Solo's death. I mean, I like stuff like that on a story aspect. I was also one of the last people to see it coming in the theater, I think. Wow, I'm really shocked that we haven't found a 40-person game yet. Oh, I agree there, Byrab. Yeah, with all the potential that there is just waiting in the Old Republic, I'm actually really interested to see what they do in regards to Darth Bane and the start of the Rule of Two. Did anyone get that propaganda? I think it's called the Star Wars Art and Propaganda visual guide. I don't know if it's a visual guide, but it's like a visual guide. But I think we're on the precipice of getting some really good Darth Bane stuff. I might be in the minority, little Jimmy, but I don't think that there's going to be a loser in the Obi-Wan Maul duel. That's a good question about Echo. We saw unfinished. Yeah, I'm not too sure about Echo there, Logan. Saddest death? I don't know. For me, it's always the Vader death. Sure, it definitely had some feels behind it out of recent movies. That's a really good question, Bill. Sadistic and cruel? Plagueis was pretty bad. I don't want to give away too much from the novel Darth Plagueis, but Jesus, there's some stuff in there that kind of made me just say, whoa. Okay, here we go. Favorite era? Mine is probably the era of the prequels, if I had to say favorite era. I really love that era. But just in terms of non-movie eras, I think the one that I've been into most recently is the era right at the end of the new Sith Wars, so about 1,000 years before the movies. That's when you get all the really cool Darth Bane stuff, the Rusan Reformation information that really sets where the Jedi Order goes. Yeah, that saying by Chirrut really built the feels up. Yeah, I don't know what it was with the Han death. The Han death just felt like, I mean, if I thought about it a lot with nostalgia and everything, but the Han death felt like right from a story standpoint, and it was really a good choice by Kylo. No, unfortunately, the Darth Plagueis novel isn't canon. And I think at this point with everything, I don't think that it can be either. Like, we were talking yesterday about whether or not Grievous's Legends story with the Kaleesh and the Huck War and everything like that, if that could be made canon again, and I think at this point that it can. I think that they've already set the stage that Grievous wanted the cybernetics himself. I think favorite quote right now is the one I use on Twitch, that I always make the title of the Battlefront games, is just the Vader, "It would be an honor if you would join us." I always love that quote. It's probably Vader quotes more than anything. Ooh, that Vader quote from Rebels is really good too, where Ezra says, "I'm not afraid of you." This was at the season finale of last year's season 2, where Ezra says, "I'm not afraid of you," and then Vader says something to the effect of, "Well, then you'll die braver than most." Excellent Vader quote, in my opinion. Ah, you're a big Grievous fan there, Replay? Yeah, we were having a big Grievous discussion yesterday on Twitch. Just,
Control point capture is
how it was a bit unfortunate what happened to him in the 2008 Clone Wars TV show versus the 2003 version. And also, if you read the novelization, I think the novelization captures Grievous pretty good. Oh.
We're taking hold of a control point.
Be ready for hostiles.
To be honest, no. Exar Kun is another one where I have to do a bit more background research. Favorite species? I mean, Chiss is good.
We're taking over a control point.
I mean, more of the more character-wise, like Togruta with Ahsoka and Shakti. Huh, really good question about Ezra. I have no idea what they're gonna do with Ezra, to be honest.
Our forces are taking over a control point.
Like, just no idea. I thought that it was gonna be a bit of a dark ending, but now I'm not so sure. I thought at one point that he was gonna live to survive the Rebels TV show, but now again, I'm not that confident that he will. Favorite Jar Jar scene? There's an episode in season 1 of the Clone Wars. I think it's called Bombad Jedi. That's probably my favorite. Favorite Jar Jar scene. Although the Jar Jar scene from Empire's End was pretty interesting. Yeah, interesting, Bill, with connection between Starkiller and Ezra. I mean, I just have to be honest, I have no idea with Ezra. I thought I did, and then more and more stuff started happening, and now I just have no idea. I like Ezra though. I'm actually a really big fan of Ezra.
That's the wrong way. We are gaining command of a control point.
Do or do not. There is no try. A really bad feeling. All right.
Yeah, I was probably more of a fan of the Clone Wars Anakin. I mean, probably not just because of the aesthetics of that hologram. I mean, certainly for Yoda that was the case, but something was a little bit off there, but that's probably just because I was so used to the Clone Wars style. Yeah, Chiss are really a great species. Probably one of my favorites, if not the favorite.
Our forces are taking over a control point.
I'm trying to think though, I do. It's funny, when you go back and think a ton of your favorite, whether it's like a ship variant or species you remember, but like I do have a lot of favorite ones, I just can't remember them here on stream.
We're taking possession of a control point.
No, I haven't played any of the miniature games or anything like that. I mean, the closest thing that I'm looking into in that regard is probably just the, I don't know if you guys have heard about the Destiny card game. I haven't played a ton of card games myself. Oh, no problem at all, Ron. Have a good night. Again, thanks for jumping in. I appreciate it. I'll probably end up doing more of these on YouTube. I mean, favorite original trilogy character? I'd probably just have to easily go with Vader or Luke. I'm not really too out of the box on that one. That's a really good Vader quote too there, Jordan. Yeah, there's so many. I mean, a lot of my favorite quotes are Vader related.
We are taking possession of a control point.
Watch out for enemy units.
Alright, thanks for jumping in here, Gabriel. I hope you have a really good night and a good weekend here. Yeah, did they say anything about that, Logan? Maybe just in terms of aging, but ooh, I've gone back and forth quite a bit on the Ahsoka being alive or dead. My very first reaction was that she was dead. And then I read a Filoni interview and kind of cemented it. But at this point, I'm not so sure. And actually, I've been kind of... A lot of people have brought up some good points. Ooh. I don't think we have one for KOTOR yet there, Rob. I have a really in-depth video on Ahsoka being Snoke coming out. Oh. No, of course I'm just kidding. But yeah, I do think Ahsoka is still alive, but I was kind of hoping that, just for story's sake, that I think it would have been a fitting ending. I think Filoni might have changed his mind, to be honest, too. I remember reading something where he said that we're not going to get any more Ahsoka in Rebels, certainly. But there were Ahsoka stories to be told before Rebels. But then I think people... Well, I think he already knew how popular of a character she was, but after that episode, I think he really heard it. So I don't know. Initially I thought that she was, but I think at this point, probably not. Ahsoka. That's too good not to do. Yeah, pretty much, Geronimo. I mean, did anyone else see that interview with Filoni? It was right after the Season 2 finale. And he had said something to the effect of... But even then, later in the summer, right around Celebration of last year, I think he did an interview and he said, it doesn't mean that we'll see her, like, as you would expect, which to me said Force Ghost. And then I did a video on it. GG there, guys. I thought that just going into Season 2, if they were going to do it and then once you knew that they were going to have a duel, I thought that it would have been a really good ending for the character if she died in a duel with Vader. And then even the way it went down, I thought that it would have been perfect. I loved that episode. That was a really good episode. I'm hoping that Twin Suns is just as good. Yeah, GG, guys. GG, Death Trooper. Favorite Legends character who isn't canon? Is Lorana Ginsler canon? Yeah, me too, Andre. And actually, I want to see some Vader, too. I think everyone does, but... I've never seen Rick and Morty. I've always heard good things, Brad, but I've never seen it myself. Is Rick and Morty on Adult Swim, or do I have that all mixed up? I'm with you there, Logan. Actually, just watching back again, the Ahsoka and Vader duel from last season, they stuck in the actual Imperial March. And man, it made that scene really good. Duel of the Fates would be pretty incredible. I don't know, I don't think that there'll be a loser per se in that duel, but I do think that I would like to see a pretty interesting duel between them. Ah, okay, yeah, maybe I'll, because I've always heard good things about Rick and Morty. I've never seen it myself. Hey, how's it going, Mars? Yeah, thanks. You too, Jordan.
Rebels entering the zone. The rebels.
Probably not, Brad. I don't think Maul will, but I do think he makes it out of the season. I would definitely say that I like it, Oscar. I mean, I really held off for a long time on buying it, but I mean, I definitely love the game.
Watch it! Orbital strike incoming! Rebels all over the place! Prepare to fire!
I do think that, Almighty. Yeah, I do think that Thrawn survives the season. And in fact, I would be really disappointed if he didn't.
That's the wrong way.
The rebels are taking over a control point.
At first, I wasn't a big fan of AP5. But, it's slowly growing. AP5 is slowly growing on me. I actually really like Vader within the canon at this point. Ooh. Ah, thanks a lot, Gavin. Yeah, thanks, Gavin. I appreciate you jumping in. Have a good weekend. I'm playing on Xbox One there, Greatness.
Take cover! Orbital strike!
Yeah, where they have a droid-focused episode. The Zeb and AP5 episode and Chopper. I mean, probably my least favorite episode of the season, but yeah, I did like AP5 in the last episode though. That was a bit of a weird episode, last week's. I would definitely like to see him as a standalone, his own character there, Brad. Just in regards to Snoke. I mean, I was a bit disappointed from Empire's End, but I don't think there was anything in there that disappointed me overall in regards to Snoke. I mean, I'm just like, unlike you guys, I have definitely stuff that I want to see, particularly with Snoke. Oh, Iron Squadron? Yeah, that was with, yeah, those, I mean, young kids, I guess. But, I actually liked the Iron Squadron. I didn't think that it was, oh, the worst episode. I thought that it was, I mean, I thought that I liked the contrast with the overzealous younger rebels. I mean, certainly not my favorite episode of the season, but
Are about to take a control point.
hey, how's it going, Victor? I thought that, I mean, I think they can do AP5 fine enough, but it was a bit over the top. I know they're going for over the top, but actually last episode was really, like I was saying, was a bit weird.
The rebels are taking
Like that musical ending? I mean, what was that? I like that they took that risk, though.
They are taking over a control point. Move to intercept.
Next live stream on, I think on YouTube here. I think I'll try doing them every Friday, but I do go on Twitch about 4 times a week. On Twitch, I'm there Tuesday, Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays for sure, and most Sundays as well. We play this. We play KOTOR, SWOTOR. Ooh, favorite TIE Fighter class? That's a good question there, Jordan. I mean, with the ones that we've been discussing recently on the channel, it's hard not to go TIE Defender. I've always loved that ever since playing TIE Fighter. Ooh. What are some other interesting ones?
The rebels have taken a control point.
Not very far in KOTOR, their fall. Still on Terrace, but probably getting off Terrace somewhat soon. We have Bastila now. We just did the, if you played, we did the speeder race, I believe it was. So we've saved Bastila, and she's with us.
Hey, come back!
That guy must have Escape Artist Trade 3.
a control point to the rebels.
Hey, how's it going, Ace? I think right now, just in terms of eras, probably one that we haven't gotten a lot of. We were discussing it earlier, but I mean, I just want something with the Old Republic at this point.
The rebels have temporarily pushed us back and are taking a control point.
The clone armor is probably that KOTOR class one, with the video that I did on the Marines. That KOTOR class armor is incredible. Yeah, that's a good quote. I can't believe a lot of people didn't like that quote, just in terms of Vader saying, "Don't choke on your aspirations." I loved it. On KOTOR, I think I was gonna go dark, but I mean, I'm starting to put it together that you're gonna have to make a lot of hard choices if you go dark, just in terms with the main characters, and I don't have it in me to do them. So I probably am gonna go light, at least this first time playing it through. But what do you guys suggest? A lot of people, I think, prefer dark. At least on Twitch, that was what people were preferring a bit. No, I've never played Battlefront 2 there, Fall. Again, it's probably one of the... It's probably one of the ones that people say to play the most. That, Empire at War... GG, guys. And The Force Unleashed. So, yeah, I definitely am... I mean, there's a ton of games, older games, that I would like to play. I think KOTOR is really good, Geronimo, if you classify it as a PC game. Ah, I'm good. I'm good there, Red. Yeah, thanks for jumping over here on YouTube. Absolutely, they're great. For sure. Yeah, if anyone wants to add me as a friend, or if you guys ever want to play. Again, I was saying that I'm on Twitch a couple times a week and might be on here more. My gamer tag is SW... Oh, it's right on the screen here now. SWRC Gaming. And for sure, yep, don't hesitate to ever send a friend request or jump in. Now what we'll do is let's play one more, and then I'll jump on over to Twitch and we can play KOTOR. Yeah, thanks guys, GG as well. I'm just gonna quickly refill my glass of water here, and we'll jump into another one, and then we'll go over and play some KOTOR. Yeah, I do, Ace. I went with the season pass. But just one second, I'll be back in a second here, guys. Alright, thanks for bearing with me there, guys. Alright, that's a good question there, Jordan. Favorite scene? It's hard just because of the proximity. Oh, let's get in here. Just because of the proximity of when it happened. Probably the ending scene of Rogue One. It's hard not to go with that at this point. But if I had to not go with that one, then I'd have to say the Hoth battle in Empire Strikes Back. That's funny, Billy. Are you more Empire than Rebels? I mean, whenever I asked it on Twitch, everybody's definitely more so Empire than Rebels.
Over here, come on! We're taking over a control point.
I gotta get better emotes. Wow, that was a tough one-on-one. I see a lot of Empire here too.
We've captured a control point.
Yeah, I really want that, like, yeah, freak out's a good way to describe it. I want that one, and I think there's one where you can, like, do a lightsaber action. That one would be a lot of fun, too.
Control point capture is underway.
Good question, Will. I think I've been playing the game for, probably 6 months, I would say. What are we in now, March? I probably got it in October, but I haven't been playing the online. I've only been playing that since about December.
We're taking a control point.
I do have a Death Trooper. Yeah, maybe next time what we'll do is focus on some of the Death Star DLC. I really do need to play Outer Rim and the Bespin one a bit more. Alright, thanks Grievous. Oh, that's a good way to end on a Grievous note. But thanks for jumping in for sure. Oh, favorite hero in the game, Woods? I mean, I usually just go Vader and Luke just out of the coolness factor. I mean, if I was really trying to go with my best one, probably Bosk. And Jin is usually a good one for me, but I'm not the best with the heroes, I have to be honest. I just like going as Vader and Luke. Yeah, depending on the day, I'm usually Empire myself. More so Sith than Jedi, I think. But, yeah, you might just find me more often on the side of the Empire than the Rebels. If I wanted to focus on doing as good as I can, I'd probably go Jin. And, I mean, just out of one that I thought was really cool, I'd probably go Vader. Not on PC, they're full on Xbox One.
The last control point will soon be ours.
I think so, Red. I don't think you're wrong in that. Perhaps Rebels and Empire? Amongst us, for sure. I don't know about generally Empire and Rebels. Ah, welcome back there, Jimmy. Oh, what was... Let me scroll up here. Oh, which Empire? Yeah, Sith Empire. I'd have to go with Palpatine's Galactic Empire.
The final control point
That's why I
is almost
liked
under our command.
Catalyst a lot.
Stay on target.
That wasn't very much of a roll. Yeah, I think that's just too red just because, oh, okay, Greatness. Yeah, I appreciate the sub, Greatness. Thanks for jumping in here. Yeah, I think it's just more where people are there, Red. Yeah, Legacy had first sort of gave me the idea. I kind of had just even forgot that you could do it on YouTube. But Legacy had mentioned maybe doing it on here. I think the quality's a lot better. I'm just looking at it right now and it seems better. And then it also lets me do a bit of a hangout on here too, which is a good aspect. I would say that what really got me into it is when they released re-released the special edition. But I don't know, it was just one of those things too. I can't really remember. I remember the first time seeing Star Wars, but I don't remember ever actually what drove me to be as big as a fan as I am now. Favorite ships and fighters? Ships for sure is the Imperial class Star Destroyer. And then, although for some reason, just doing all those videos on the fighters, for some reason the Venator class Star Destroyers are pretty cool too. I used to think that they were a little bit weak. And then fighters, basically all those cool TIE fighters that we looked at recently. Specifically the Defender.
The final control point is almost under our command.
We have taken over a control point.
Alright, GG guys. Oh, and just in terms of rank, definitely Grandma. Star Wars movie? I'd have to go Empire Strikes Back. But even that's getting harder now for all of the original trilogy. I mean, I love A New Hope and Return of the Jedi too. Favorite TV show? I mean, it's hard not to go with the end of the season 2 finale of Rebels. Now I'm gonna leave it up to you guys here. What would you rather me do? Would you rather me stay on and keep playing Battlefront here for another hour or two? Because it's hard for me to leave when there's 90 people watching. Or should I jump over to Twitch and play KOTOR? I mean, I'm enjoying the Battlefront here, but I'll let you guys decide. Oh, are we partnered up here now, Jay? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, you're Shadow, their Death Trooper. Okay, perfect. I appreciate it, guys. Okay, guys, I think what I might do... Let me stay here and play, because I do feel bad jumping from here and going right over to Twitch. I think since it's our first time, we'll stay here for now. But tomorrow for sure I'll be playing KOTOR, and it's probably going to be a long run. And then I'll go back to doing normal Friday and Saturday KOTOR playing as well. I do feel bad though, I don't want to run when there's 90 people here.
The rebels are taking a control point. You may attack when ready.
Ah, hey Hellhelm, welcome back. Yeah, if I get one DeSantos, then I'll definitely do that. I'll be Luke. I think I was... Yeah, my go-tos really for, in terms of hero, is Luke and Vader. I mean, other than that, I mean, it's basically kind of a flip of a coin how I'll do, but
Control point. We must stop them.
never leave. Yeah, I think we had a, I think that was a pretty official straw poll.
Be on the lookout for rebel scum.
You didn't get either there. And of course, guys, if you want to jump in, then feel free to do that as well. Now, is this Westy from Twitch?
We are losing a control point.
Oh, it is. Okay. Hey, Westy. Ooh, favorite space battle. Yeah, I saw your question there, Bob. Thanks for reminding me. Favorite space battle. I think visually, if we're talking about the movies, it's definitely the Rogue One space battle. I'm just trying to think of in the novels if I've had any good space battles.
The rebels have temporarily pushed us back and are taking a control point.
I mean, in theory, if you look at even the 2003 Clone Wars, I mean, the Battle of Coruscant is good. I mean, I'm just blanking on good space battles.
The rebels have taken a control point.
Heads up, orbital strike.
Ah, perfect, Ben. Yeah, thanks for jumping over. Yeah, I don't think you're wrong there, Fall. I mean, I would like to do it consistently. I think why I wanted to do this as well is just to kind of combine the two. I mean, I'm on Twitch playing and then doing the live streams here. So if we can combine them, then I don't think that it's a bad idea to do these at least once a week. Whoa. Okay, not bad.
They are taking over a control point. Move to intercept.
I mean, favorite walker is probably just... I mean, it's hard not... I was saying before how my favorite scene is probably, right now, the Vader in Rogue One, but Hoth number 2, so it's hard for me not to love the AT-ATs.
We've lost a control point.
That's a good question, Jordan, just in terms of a face reveal. Actually, what I was planning to do is do one at 100,000, but somebody had mentioned on one of the live streams not to do it, and I thought about it a bit more, and I might hold off in case I have a good idea. Try to tie it into something here on YouTube or Twitch. So right now, I don't really have too many plans to do a face reveal, but at some point, I mean, it'll happen. Oh, perfect, Fall. Fall, I appreciate
Defend
that.
control point. The rebels are taking control of it.
Yeah, I'll do maybe a top of the head reveal for 100,000. Yeah, definitely, Red. For sure, jump on in. Yeah, I always get, I mean, I don't really have a really cool favorite Jedi or anything. My favorite Jedi is just Luke.
We're about to lose the
I
control
think
point
more
to the
so some of the Legends characters I'm more fans of when it comes to Legends. But yeah, Luke has just always been my favorite.
Rebel scum are about to take a control point.
enemies up ahead.
Yeah, I have Fall. Yeah, just in regards to the Ahsoka novel. I have read it and I actually really enjoyed it.
Control point.
I was saying that before it was probably my surprise favorite novel of 2016. Plo Koon's a good favorite one to have. I mean, if we're talking High Council Jedi,
The rebels have temporarily pushed us back.
like prequel era, I'm gonna have to go with my boy Oppo Rancesis for sure. Oh, there's Red. I just in terms of KOTOR 1 or KOTOR 2, I just started playing 1 and haven't played 2, but that said, I'm really enjoying KOTOR. Yeah, it's actually a really fun game. And if you want to see me play, I'll be playing it tomorrow actually on just on Twitch. I've heard a lot of good things about KOTOR 2 though.
Heads up, rebels sighted.
My favorite color is probably just blue, and to be honest, that'd probably be the color lightsaber I would go with too. Kit Fisto, yep, that's a cool one as well. Plo Koon, Kolar, all those guys are. That was one thing that was really good in the prequels. There was a lot of cool High Council Jedi. That was a nice disruptor rifle. Tomorrow will be KOTOR at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time there, Fall. Yeah, at some point, Colt, that's a good question. Yeah, I'm always asking people on Twitch what type of games, non-Star Wars, to play. Right now, I think there's a lot of Mass Effect. Skyrim has been recommended a lot. Fallout actually is one of the more recommended ones, particularly the Las Vegas one. I think if I had to go with one myself at this point, I would play Battlefield 1. It just looks so cool. I think some people were mentioning Rocket League at some point too.
Rebel scum are about to take a control point. Stay focused. Rebel to your guide.
Oh, Yarl Poof, yep. Oh, did you just get Skyrim? Yeah, I've seen. Everyone was saying that that one would be good to start with. So yeah, Skyrim. I didn't know you could play it on console. I thought it was a just computer. Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, I think I might have said Las Vegas, but yeah, that one's been heavily. Overwatch too. All right, GG guys. Yeah, that was a good one. GG. Ooh, that's a good question, Mark. Clone Wars or Galactic Civil War? Man, I go back and forth on that. I think at this point, depends when you want to start the Galactic Civil War timeline. Just assuming that we start it at A New Hope when they destroyed the Death Star. I'm probably still going to go with the Clone Wars. I was mentioning before, but that's probably my favorite. My favorite era. Yeah, maybe we'll try that. Let's try a different game mode here. I have heard of Mario Brothers. Yeah, you as well there, Ben. Hi Julia, how are you doing today? Huh, Skyrim, okay. Yeah, I've heard a lot about. Seems like a lot of people enjoy Skyrim. Maybe we'll jump into some. I think people were mentioning they wanted to see the Death Star DLC. Ah, thanks a lot, Colt. I appreciate that. Yeah, Battlefield 1 would be pretty fun in my opinion. Yeah, let's go with some Walker Assaults, I think. Maybe we'll do a Walker Assault, a couple of them, and then we'll jump into the the Death Star DLC. Yeah, favorite bounty hunter is good too. That's a good question. Do we want to go Walker Assault on Graveyard of Giants? Hey BK. No problem. Thanks for jumping in with us. Is Skyrim like a, is it an RPG like KOTOR, or is it more of like an MMO like SWTOR? Aura Singh is good. Cad Bane is up there. I like all the ones from the Clone Wars TV show. We'll wait a minute or two here if we can jump into one here. If not, then we'll go for a non-Jakku map. Oh, is it open world like KOTOR? Okay. RPG, perfect. Yes, there's a lot of good games. Those ones would probably be more so on Twitch. There's so many good older Star Wars games that I haven't played yet, but yeah, it would be nice one day to play a non-Star Wars game. Yeah, Duros is such an interesting planet, actually, now that you're mentioning that, Hellhound. Good question there. Yeah, I guessed that a bit there, Fett. That's a good question there, Dragon. It would probably be Bane or Thrawn. I mean, it's hard not to go with Thrawn because of the genius level. Ah, welcome back, Gabriel. I haven't had a chance to play the expansions. Fun, bro. I'm still in the pretty early stages of SWTOR. If you've played the Sith Marauder storyline, I'm just on to Dromon Koss. So I basically just got off Korriban. I have seen those cinematics, and they're awesome. All of them are really good. Not a problem, Phoenix. I appreciate you jumping in. And yeah, the next one will probably be this same time next Friday, but if it changes, I'll definitely let you know. But have a good weekend, Phoenix. Ah, okay, Byrab, yeah. I think that would be a lot of fun, something like Skyrim. No worries there, Fett. Hopefully the time flies by for you. But yeah, again, thanks for jumping in here. Also, too, happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone. Pretty sure you'll be celebrating it where all you guys are. Yeah, that's why I had to jump into it there, Wrangler. I mean, I've heard so much about KOTOR. I mean, both of them, and now that I've played KOTOR 1, I've been hearing more and more that KOTOR 2 is even better. Let's switch up our blaster too. Let's go with a targeting rifle. Yeah, it seems like we're rebels quite a bit. Maybe I'm just... not paying attention. Favorite lightsaber design? I mean, I'm not a big fan of the more outrageous ones. If you guys look up Darth Bane's lightsaber, he had a pretty good one, but also too, if you look up Sifo Dyas, I mean, his was really simple, but I'm kind of more of a fan of the simpler ones.
Take the uplink stations.
Oh, that's not a bad idea there, Mike. Yeah, yeah, thanks, guys. Yeah, me too. I didn't really... Somebody had mentioned it earlier, and I forgot that it was St. Patrick's Day.
Bomber locked in.
Oh.
Enemies in the area.
Uplink deactivated. Get it back online.
Oh, no, I haven't, Hellhound, but I was mentioning that earlier. I really thought about jumping into Destiny, and this is the card game Destiny, if I'm not mistaken. But as I understood it, it was really tough to get your hands on some cards because I could not find them anywhere. My brother's more so into games like that. Like, he plays a lot of Hearthstone. I don't know if you guys play that. I personally don't play it myself. But I was going to let him kind of teach me the ins and outs of those types of cards games.
Uplink activated.
And then jump into Destiny.
Bomber targeting systems locked in.
Ah, Yeah, cool, Mark. I'm glad that you could jump in as well. Yeah, what's Malgus's lightsaber design again, Bill? In simple terms? See, I was wondering if maybe I could get my hands on some of those Destiny cards at Celebration. But here's the thing, I mean, it being a live game where you need to play it with other people, I just don't know. In my area, it'd be tough, I feel like, to find somewhere to do something like that. I mean, I don't really have like a good comic book store or like a hangout.
Attack on the walker. It won't be vulnerable for much longer. The Emperor has been spotted in your zone. May the Force be with you.
Hey, Eagle. Yeah, if you want to jump in, we're doing Walker Assault on Graveyard of Giants. If you want to look me up, I should mention too, I'm kind of new to the whole online thing, but if you want to look me up, my gamer tag is just SWRC Gaming. Whoa. No, I haven't there, Jordan, but I have seen quite a bit of that mobile game. Is it any good? I have played Halo quite, it's been a while. It actually came with the Xbox One, if I'm not mistaken. I think there you could download pretty much all of the older, not download, but you had like a code for it. So you could download them, and I was playing all of them. These two. And I had the option of playing them all.
The uplink has been cut. We need to reactivate.
Stormtroopers nearby.
That's the end of the Emperor.
I didn't even realize that the Emperor snuck up behind us. Ah, thanks a lot, Dragon. No, yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Imperials ahead. The uplink station has been activated.
Whoops. Thought we were going behind him there.
Highway locked in.
Yeah, I haven't played the original ones there, Mark. I've heard I think I was mentioning it before, but I've heard a lot, or at least the most, about Battlefront 2. So I would love to play that one.
Armor targeting systems locked. We have activated the uplink station. Well done.
Oh yeah, Galaxy of Heroes? Where have I heard that? Ah, thanks, Massive G.
Stormtroopers in the zone. Y-wing targeting systems locked in.
Oh, I forgot I had this disruptor rifle.
On its way.
Oh, next time for KOTOR on Twitch, Jay-Z, is going to be tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, I was going to jump in there on Twitch at our usual time at 5 again today, but it being the first time here on YouTube doing this, I felt bad because we had about 90 people watching and I didn't want to run. But what we'll do from now on is I'll probably jump on here on Fridays. Oh. But we'll set up a good time and then that way we can get both in. But yeah, I did feel bad. I didn't want to just kind of run. But we'll do KOTOR again tomorrow at 12 and it'll be a nice run. Yeah, no worries there, Hellhound. Oh, oh, did you just start playing Massive G? Ah, thanks a lot, Jimmy. I appreciate that. Yeah, I do from time to time, Bill. Before I started playing KOTOR, I would play a lot more SWTOR. But I'll probably have to create a day where we dedicate just to SWTOR on Twitch. Because at this point, I think it's been a few weeks at least since playing it, and I am starting to miss it at this point too. Because I would like to finish my Sith Marauder storyline. Oh, there's Vader. But also too, I want to start on a bunch of other ones. But also, I was thinking, let me know what you think, but I wouldn't mind playing them and then putting them up on a different channel. It might be tough to put them up on the main one here, just because people might not want to see all that, but then we can at least play through more games.
Get it operational. We need it for our Y-wings.
Ah, thanks, Paul. Oh, thanks. SCO, I appreciate it. Yeah, I try to go, I mean, I'm on Twitch quite often, just in relation to the gaming here. This is just the first time on YouTube with the gaming aspect.
Stay focused. Stormtroopers nearby.
Banter is here. Back him up.
Oh, did you grab Chewbacca there, Dad? Yeah, To be honest, unless it's like the Death Star maps, then I'm pretty useless with Chewbacca myself. Ah, okay, Brave Warrior, cool. Yeah, for sure. I'm with you there, Bill. But I figured if I did it that way, then I can play through more games. Like, I would love to just do a playthrough on The Force Unleashed. I've never played it myself. I've watched only playthroughs on YouTube. But to do it just on Twitch, I don't think it leaves us a lot of time for other games. Alright. I think we got that smart rocket too. To be honest there, Gabriel, I'm a bit heartbroken from time to time on the aspects that aren't canon. But, you know, it kind of just is what it is at this point. That said, you can't, I mean, it would be a lot more disappointing if the canon wasn't good, but man, the canon's really good, so it does make up for it that way. Hey, Strange. Ooh.
Enemies in the zone. Y-wing tracking signal initialized.
I do use Steam Fall. Yeah, I had to learn how to use it for playing KOTOR. So I just, and also too, that's how I'm able to get a lot of the games myself. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Steam. It's actually been one of the best things I've come across yet. Just in terms of being able to play a bunch of new cool Star Wars games that I've never had the chance to do so. I could have sworn I had that smart rocket. Oh. Those feels when the AT-AT sees you. Good question there, SEO. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier. Somebody had asked what I thought was going to happen with Ezra, and to be honest, I was saying that I really had no idea what they were going to do with him. At first, I thought they were going to turn him dark. Now I'm not so sure. At first, I thought for sure he was going to not survive the end of Rebels. Now again, too, I'm actually leaning the other way.
Maintain fire on that walker. It has taken serious damage.
So yeah, I don't think they'll turn him dark at this point. Alright, GG guys. Oh, what games do you have on Steam there, Danny? My favorite piece of canon? That's a good question. Other than the movie Rogue One, I'd probably have to say the novel Catalyst. But I am reading Lost Stars, and I'm about 2/3 of the way through. And right now, 2/3 through, if the trajectory keeps going by the end, then I'll have to say that probably Lost Stars is my favorite piece of canon. Oh yeah, Bob, for sure. Yeah, just yeah, the Thrawn's Revenge mod for Empire at War. I've heard a lot about it. Somebody was explaining to me how to get the mods to work yesterday on Twitch, and it didn't sound too hard. I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out eventually, but yeah, I need to play Empire at War, and if I can get that Thrawn mod to work, then for sure, even better. Yeah, that's the thing with Thrawn, Brave Warrior. Yeah, Thrawn will just know things. I mean, they maybe didn't put it across as good as they should have in the TV show, but if you read the novels, then Thrawn always kind of does stuff, things like that. Yeah, that's what I figured there, Gabriel. I could see that it's going to a good place. Just gonna scroll up here. I'm with you there, massive G. AT-AT or ATST, it's not good. Is that unsocial gaming? How you doing today? Thanks for jumping in with us. Thanks, iOS gamer. Oh, if we're on... Okay, Shadow Trooper and Graveyard of Giants, we're gonna have to stay with our targeting rifle. Yeah, I do have a couple hut contracts that I still gotta work towards. I'm pretty brutal at the Outer Rim maps though, just because I haven't played them enough. So I don't think it'll be exciting for you guys to see me try to desperately make my way through 10 more generator defenses to get that EE4. Although if I did one, it would be to get the EE4 for sure. Ooh.
Protect the AT-ATs by deactivating the rebels uplink.
Princess Organa has been dealt with.
The rebels have taken control of the uplink station. You must shut it down to stop a Y-wing bomber attack.
Ooh.
Rebel uplink interrupted.
Yeah, the EE4 seems like a lot of fun. If you've ever seen Legacy play, he uses the EE4 really well. Yeah.
A rebel Y-wing has a lock on our walker.
Favorite of the Ghost crew? That's a good question. I really like Canon. He's always been a bit of my favorite after reading A New Dawn, but I'm also a big Hera fan too. I was excited to see the voice actor is going to be at Celebration. If anyone's going to Celebration, are you guys going to try to get into the
Our probe droids
40th anniversary panel or the episode 8 panel? Because right now, just hearing everything that how long you have to wait in line for, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Just being realistic with myself, which is unfortunate, but
enemy bomber has locked onto
I
our
think it lets me focus more on the maybe the Battlefront panels if there's gaming, or the Rebels, for example.
Dual airstrike incoming.
Thanks, gaming.
Our walker is exposed.
Hey, Dipper. I think just in terms of favorite Jedi, I was saying before, it's kind of maybe a bit lame in regards to my favorite Sith, but I mean, Luke is just my favorite Jedi. It's cool to see so many Maul fans. Now,
AT-AT
Was it Rebels that pushed you to being a fan, or are you guys kind of always just a fan of Maul? What that AT-AT?
Rebel uplinks located. Advance.
Ah, Ahsoka's good there, Jay-Z. Whoa. Kind of came out of nowhere.
That is the end of Skywalker. Now we will crush this rebellion.
Yeah, it's interesting. So many, some Maul fans. Well, that's good. They must be doing a good job then. I know I've come to like Maul more. Are you guys excited for tomorrow's episode? And if so, do you think we're gonna see the end of Maul, or how do you think it's gonna go down? Hey, prisoner, I would say my favorite character is probably Darth Bane. Darth Bane, Thrawn, Vader. Alright, so I think we're at 59. I say it all the time on Twitch, but the goal is to slowly get to Short Trooper Captain. That's at level 100.
Rebel bombers are locked on
Yeah, so the Savage Opress, I really enjoyed that storyline too. Oh, nice pulse cannon. I think I just got to level 59 there, prisoner, so only 40, what is it now, 41
Rebels nearby.
quick levels away from Short Trooper Captain.
The Rebel Jedi Skywalker is near your location. Shoot on sight.
Rebels outgun us.
The rebels have activated the uplink station. We must shut it down. Rebel uplink is offline. Proceed as ordered.
Oh, have you had it that long, Massive G? Yeah, see, I think I started playing the online aspect of this game probably December of 16, so only about 4 months now, I would say. 5 or 4 months. See, I'm one of probably the vast minority that thinks that Bane was more powerful than Palpatine. That's twice now. Ah, cool, Gabriel.
Rebel ships are about to fire on our walkers.
Stay sharp. We got hostiles.
Our walker is exposed. Keep the rebels away from it.
I'm on Xbox One there, Zane. 1v1 me. Yeah, I probably wouldn't fare too well in a 1v1. Yeah, that's cool, Jimmy. I think what I'm hoping for is, I don't think we're gonna see the death of Maul. I don't know what you guys think, but if they, let's say Maul does survive, I hope that they do build at this point to a Vader Maul. I think they might need to use, they've used Maul pretty sparingly at this point, and they don't want to use him too much.
Rebel targeting sequence disrupted. Continue the operation as planned.
Scanners have tracked the Millennium Falcon to your quadrant. Corner that smuggler solo.
Oh, that's cool. You got a friend that also thinks that. Yeah, I think that, I mean, we were talking earlier about a video that I wanted to do with, it would have been Obi-Wan versus Darth Bane. And I thought that Darth Bane would win, but that was more my subjective take on it, being a huge fan of his. But I do think, if I was to do some research, I do think that Bane would be able to emerge victorious.
Solo has finally paid for his crimes.
Yep, exactly. Massive G's got it. Just SWRC Gaming.
Keep an eye out for rebels. The rebels have activated the uplink station. We must shut it down.
Superior force ahead.
Yeah, that's a good point there, Brave.
Uplink has been
Yeah, I will start. I think it'd be cool to start working with him more as well, and it's definitely something I'll kind of pursue, hopefully going forward. No, Mark, I usually stream about 4 times a week on Twitch, but to be fair, I am fairly new at that as well. It's only been about maybe 1 or 2 months on Twitch, but I do stream about 4 times a week on Twitch. Oh.
Hostile troops inbound.
Oh, that was a big fail. Ah, thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate it. Yeah, have a good weekend. Thanks for jumping in. The one thing that is nice about the YouTube, just in relation to Twitch, just looking at the feed, it does seem like you get a little bit nicer quality here on YouTube.
Rebels in the zone. Rebel uplink is offline. Proceed as ordered. Rebel forces have triggered the uplink station. In order to protect our walkers, you must deactivate it.
Oh, did you get in there, gamer? Cool. I think we have a number of people now at this point. All right, Hellhound.
Walker's drive motor is less than optimal. Push the rebels.
Again, thanks again, as always, for jumping in with us here, Hellhound. Yeah, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you as well, buddy. Thanks for subbing there, Naxian. Yeah, that was a good one for us there, Death Trooper. Thanks, I appreciate it there, Mark. Alright, Zane, thanks for jumping in here. And definitely have a good weekend there, buddy. You too there, Byrab. Awesome. Yeah, I may have to look into Skyrim myself. But I always appreciate it there, Byrab. Take care. That's a good question, Jay-Z. Yesterday I was thinking about that because somebody had asked which ones to start with. I would say to just stick with the eras that you like the most. For example, if you like the Clone Wars era or the prequels, then definitely stick with a novel from that era. But just in terms of novels that I would recommend, I don't think you can go wrong with... These are the three that I traditionally recommend. I recommend the Darth Bane trilogy, starting with Path of Destruction. And then... thanks, DC Team. Thanks for the sub, bud. Thanks, Naxian. The Darth Bane trilogy. And then the Thrawn trilogy with Heir to the Empire. And then Darth Plagueis. Those are my three. I think you can't go wrong. You get great story. Excellent authors within there. Lucino, Timothy Zahn, and Carpiscian. And then you get just a cool introduction to different aspects into the Star Wars universe too. So those are mainly like the three things that I look for the most. Just author. Like, is it a good story? Is it the author one that I like? And is it an interesting Star Wars story? Yeah, I may have to look into that at some point there, Death Trooper. I think now that I know we can kind of cobble together a number of players, I'll try to figure out and see if I can do a private match one of these days. Perfect, Gabriel. Yeah, jump on in. Thanks, Jordan. You too. Have a good weekend. Top 3 canon novels, Nicholas? I would go... See, this is hard now that I'm reading... I'm probably going to put Lost Stars in there because I've enjoyed it so much, the first 2/3. But I would go Tarkin, Catalyst, and I used to say A New Dawn as top 3. But I'd probably go Lost Stars, and A New Dawn wouldn't be very far off. I really liked A New Dawn. A New Dawn was certainly one of my favorites. I think, just in terms of the game, in terms of guns, in terms of the game, I like the EE11 or the E11, this T21B targeting rifle, and the heavy repeater's okay. The heavy blaster, I think it's RC something, but usually it's just E11, EE3, and this targeting rifle. I'd probably go Savage Opress on that one. That's a good question. That'd be a good, like, versus.
Y-wing tracking signal initialized.
Oh, I really enjoyed it there, Massive G. I became a big fan. I read it after seeing the first season of Rebels, but it made me even a bigger fan. I really like Canon and Hera because of it too.
Uplink station engaged.
I'd probably have to go with Thrawn. If we're gonna go Thrawn or Tarkin. And that's in no way to undermine Tarkin, but I think if you were to go just based on intelligence, that Tarkin would, or Thrawn would probably be the apex. Especially if you read the Thrawn from Legends. Like if you read Heir to the Empire, or Outbound Flight even. Outbound Flight was a good example of it.
Y-wings are setting up for their attack run.
Oh.
The walker is exposed. Focus all blasters on it.
Alright, DC. I hope you have a good night. I really don't read that much other, like fiction novels. I would say more of it is non-fiction. But Star Wars is really primarily the major outlet for fiction. Yeah, I recently found out that the neck was a weak part. Luckily, some people watching on Twitch let me know.
Now walker's coming this way. We need to strike while it's still exposed.
Alright, Fall.
Links located.
Take care, buddy. I don't know if it's like the right category, Jay-Z, but I usually go something, I mean, self-help is probably the wrong word, but I like reading, like, the ones that everyone's heard of, like, I don't know if you've heard of Timothy Ferris, but I'm reading, like, for example, Tools of Titans right now. Those books are always the most thought-provoking. And then also it's just a lot of history books, that type of thing. The next live stream here on YouTube, it'll probably be next Friday again, unless I find a better time to do it. But just in terms of live streams overall, I'll be on Twitch tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And tomorrow's Twitch will be KOTOR, actually. I would definitely say Legends Thrawn at this point. I mean, a lot of it will be based upon what happens in 0 Hour, but I would have to lean pretty heavily at this point with Legends Thrawn. No, I haven't had a chance to read Twilight Company yet. I think there's probably 5 canon novels that I haven't read, if you count the 2 novelizations. But yeah, I wouldn't mind reading that at some point soon here.
Enemy units nearby.
Oh, on Twitch, it's just the same as my screen name here on Battlefront. So it's just SWRC Gaming. It's probably Bane there, Thomas, and the reason why is just because that Path of Destruction novel really changed my view on what the Sith was, or I guess what they were, and just kind of put a lot of different things into perspective in terms of the Force, the Sith, the Jedi. It basically changed my whole view on Star Wars, quite frankly. So I would have to say Bane, and I like that you had a really like almost intellectual Sith.
AT-AT targeted by our Y-wing.
Yeah, I might go to the E11 here in a second. There's a lot of zooming in and out with the targeting rifle. I don't have it for PC Gen, but it may be something to look at getting into. Favorite Star Wars movie is probably just Empire Strikes Back. I mean, I'm in the majority on that one. Although I was saying earlier that I do love A New Hope and Return of the Jedi as well.
Activated the uplink station. Well done.
Bomber locked in.
Oh, that's interesting there, Massive G. Yeah, I think episode 5 is probably firmly in the #1 spot, but on any given day you could definitely make the argument for A New Hope. And I even really like Return of the Jedi. I know some people consider it to be the weakest of the original trilogy. I even see a lot of people putting episode 3 above Return of the Jedi.
Uplink deactivated.
Favorite Sith, Grayson, is Bane, but just some other ones I like. I mean, Vader, Malgus, Plagueis. Not so much Tenenbrus, but I think he's a really interesting Sith. Same with Thursana. I liked her. Not in real life, no. I actually think that episode 6 is becoming a little bit underrated. Non-Star Wars, things like The Godfather. What else is good?
Walker destroyed.
The Lords of the Rings trilogy. Those would probably be up there. What? If I could, I think more than anything, let's say you can't have Darth Bane canon. Look at this. I thought that one that you really could have made canon and deserved so was Darth Plagueis by Lucino. That's like my go-to novel for just thinking that it was a shame that it couldn't be canon anymore at this point.
New uplinks located.
Ah, thanks, Naxian. I appreciate that, buddy.
Skywalker's got your back.
No, I haven't made a Nihilist video. There's a lot of videos that I need to do on some of the ancient Sith in that regard, like Nihilist. Sith like him. But yeah, there are quite a bit that I probably should do. What I'm gonna do is just kind of play through KOTOR, maybe do a little bit more of that era with Revan in or about that era, and then kind of come out with a lot of videos in relation to that. I was gonna go for this and then thought I could take out a couple of them. I like Rebels, Caleb. Yeah, I'm actually a really big fan of Rebels. I love television. I mean, I'm a big fan of movies, and especially Star Wars movies, obviously, but I do like television. Like, just if I had to choose one medium, and I think they can do a lot of really good stuff with TV, so I like that, you know, the Clone Wars, Rebels. I think that Star Wars is at its best when those products are really good. Oh, did you get in, Gabriel? Perfect. I'm happy to hear that. Not a big fan of the original trilogy, Gaza?
Stormtroopers in the area.
Oh boy. Oh, good question, Alexander. Best canon novel to start with? I would probably have to say Tarkin would be a good one to start with, because you already know all the characters, and it's just a really well-written novel by Lucino, and a lot of fun too. So Tarkin wouldn't be a bad one to start with. I would also say, if you like Rebels, A New Dawn. But my favorite that I always recommend is Catalyst. And if you've seen Rogue One and enjoyed it, then I don't think it's a far stretch to say that you'll enjoy Catalyst. I think Catalyst was one of the best written ones, and just most interesting novels too. We finally get a good look at like the Empire, just the Imperials that made up the Empire. Oh, thanks, Harold.
Watch out for stormtroopers.
Oh, for sure, Sebastian. Yeah, I mentioned it earlier. I think out of everything coming out in 2017, the Thrawn novel and obviously Episode 8 are in probably 1 and 2 at this point. Although that Vader graphic novel is probably going to be really good too. But anyway, number 3 is certainly Battlefront 2. I'm hoping to get some information about that game relatively soon too. Favorite planet? That's a good question.
Bomber locking signal initialized.
I mean, I'm sure this map's not influencing it, but I definitely like... I like a lot of the original trilogy planets, like Hoth, more so the ones that are tied into the story. Hoth, Naboo was good. Korriban is probably up there.
Airstrike incoming.
Ooh, good question, Bill. So which of the Bane books is my favorite? The first one was really good. The second one was good too. I would probably go with the first. Oh, that was pretty cool. I would probably go... GG there, guys. I would go Path of Destruction first. I'd probably just put them in order, probably. I think the second was called The Rule of Two, wasn't it? And I know the last one is Dynasty of Evil. But the second one is really cool. Just remembering now the... I think it was the duel on Tython. But just the... Not to give anything away, the duel there in the second novel was some of the most exciting Star Wars writing that I've seen at this point. Alright, Dragon, again, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Certainly have a good weekend, and thanks for jumping in here. Good question there, Thomas. I wish I had a good list of, like, my favorite planets. There's a couple in Clone Wars, too, that I really wish I could remember their names. I mean, just in terms of weather, I mean, I would love to live on Scarab. Especially now that it's Canadian winter here. I think Zabrak would be a fun one to be there, Grayson. Yeah, Naboo, I was thinking of that one too. Actually, let's switch up our... Naboo's a nice planet for sure. Scarab is probably the one that jumps out if I had to live on one. I mean, there wasn't much land. Oh, good. We have quite a bit of people in here now. It's mostly just myself and the non-canon expert there. There, Jonah. Yeah, Tython's a cool planet, eh, Bill? I believe that's where the duel took place in The Rule of Two. Oh, Twitch mods?
Stay sharp.
Yeah, it's definitely something I'll have to think about at some point. It's all you guys there, Jonah.
The rebels have activated the uplink.
That's a good question there, Czar. I think Rogue One would have been even better if they hadn't cut so much out. I don't know exactly what was cut out, but just getting the visual guide, it's pretty clear that they cut out a significant amount from Rogue One.
Rebel Y-wing has locked onto our walker.
Unfortunately, I think they cut a lot from Vader out of Rogue One too. Yeah, I'm with you, Bob. I was a bit disappointed by the Battle of Jakku and Empire's End. That's a good question, Grayson. Oh wow.
Enemies in the area.
They've triggered an orbital strike. The uplink station has been activated.
Ah, thanks, Legacy. I appreciate it. Yeah, we were gonna jump over to Twitch, but this being the first time on here, I kind of felt bad for kind of just jumping over to Twitch so soon. But yeah, thanks for the. I hope you're having a good night too, by the way. But I have to thank you again for the suggestion to do this on YouTube. From what I can tell,
Keep the rebels away from it.
the quality's a lot better on here, and it is fun too just to do them as a hangout. So thanks for that, buddy.
The AT-AT needs protection for a little longer. Advance to their uplink station.
Ah, thanks, Lord. Oh man, what are some ridiculous retcons? Oh man. If you gave me like 10 minutes to think about it, I could pull up some
Station to stop them.
awful retcons. Awful in a good sense. I almost did a video in regards to retcons. I think we're gonna see the end of Rex, unfortunately. But I do think, same thing with Ahsoka, I thought that it would be, story-wise, I think that it would be the right way to go.
Our AT-AT is being
Otherwise, like, are all of these characters just around in the original trilogy timeline? But not only that, I think it would just be a good way to go for the characters too.
Enemies up ahead.
rebels in the zone.
Deactivated their uplink.
Wow, I can't believe that worked.
Station attempt.
Oh, you heading out, Death Trooper? Alright, thanks for dropping in again. I definitely hope you have a good weekend. It's funny, I could see somebody like Canon or Rex, but I don't think people can see that very much, but I don't see Darth Maul dying at the end. And I think a lot of people do see Darth Maul dying to Obi-Wan.
Rebel uplink has been deactivated.
Yeah, take care, Death Trooper.
Scanners indicate the rebels have activated.
Ah, thanks, Lord. Yeah, if you want to just fire one off there, Don. My gamer tag is SWRC Gaming if you want to do it like that.
Enemy bomber has locked onto our walker. Scanners indicate the rebels have activated an uplink station.
Watch it, rebels!
Yeah, we on hour 3 now, Ryan? Yeah, I'm glad this is working out. I was a little bit skeptical if I could get it to work, but I think we're okay. Yep, just SWRC Gaming. Hey, Wyatt. I do have one there, Harold. Yeah, I was really fortunate, and actually I only found out because of
All uplink activation. Keep them
everyone really
online.
nice on Twitch was helping me to get some of the older Star Wars games. But yeah, I've recently just found Steam, and I'm loving it because it's letting me play all of the Star Wars games that I hadn't before. This is Xbox One, Quentin. At first, I have to admit, Don, I was a little bit disappointed with Thrawn. I think it's gotten better since the Christmas break. I think they wanted, remember the episode Inside Man? I think they wanted to try to have that episode as be a good depiction of like Thrawn's character, but I have to admit that was probably my least favorite episode of the season. And I did not like it for Thrawn's character either. I thought that he was a little bit too like cartoony of a villain. You don't really get that in the novels. You get more of like, and not an evil genius either. Like not evil for the sake of evil. It's more like he's just a really smart guy. And he's a really good commander. Admiral.
Real airstrike incoming.
But that said, I am looking forward to see where they go here.
Our walker is exposed.
All right, Colt. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Yeah, we got the rebel scum here on this one, John. Oh wait, no, we don't. I totally missed that I was in my Shadow Trooper.
Advance to uplink stations.
Hey, Wilson. Perfect. That's nice to hear there, Don. Yeah, I figured I wanted to do more actual live streams on YouTube. But not so much just me kind of just sitting there. I thought it'd be more exciting for everyone if I was playing a game like this. And I was just doing it on Twitch, but it was neglecting people who don't have Twitch accounts. So I think we found a good middle ground here.
Rebel uplink has been deactivated. Proceed as planned.
Hostiles in the area.
I don't know if they'll... It may be in Rebels, but I really don't think Thrawn will die this season. At least I really have my fingers crossed that that's not the case. I think it would be a fairly big mistake if they went that route. I'm hopeful that that he makes it through season 3 here. Yeah, I'm with you there, Don. Yeah, I'm with you there, Lord. And the thing is, too, is... It's been a while since I've read Heir to the Empire, but Thrawn's whole thing wasn't just... Gambit, 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 wait for the bigger... to ensnare more. It was a bit more than that. And so, yeah, it does seem weird that he wouldn't just... I mean, like, a few times he had a couple... Jedi and some high-ranking rebels. I mean, that'd probably be a good start. I think that's a possibility, Hunter, and I do like that. I would like the thought of him going back into the unknown region. Little bit of connection there with the First Order. I mean, if he was just to die, let's see if he was to die in Season 3 here. Like, I would certainly want a little bit more from Thrawn than just kind of being the guy who tried to ensnare the rebels more often and then just is either unsuccessful or just doesn't do it, and then that's the end of him. I really hope we see more from Thrawn. That's a good question about Mon Mothma. I know she's sick in Bloodline, or at least just like incapacitated in some respect. And that's 5 years before, if I'm not mistaken, so it's very likely that she is not alive in The Force Awakens.
Rebels have activated the uplink station. We must shut it down.
Well, that's good there, Don. Yeah, it does, Thomas. I mean, I think a lot of my favorite Legends characters at this point are actually canon again. It just remains to be seen in what way and what their roles will be. Like, for example, Bane is canon, but I'm pretty confident in saying that I don't think that it's going to be the same Bane that we've seen. Hey, Logan. Alright, Film Trooper, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for dropping into the hangout here. Oh, Yoda in Episode 8? I do think we're gonna see Yoda in Episode 8. In fact, I have a video just in regards to Yoda. and Episode 8, but I do think that we'll see him.
They've hit the walker with a tow cable.
Oh, well, the Eclipse... I don't want to say too much about the Eclipse just for spoilers, but I think that I won't say too much about it just because I know that there's still some people reading the new Canon's novels. I think we'll go for at least one more here. I'm thinking about jumping back into... Wow, good game again, guys. Back into the Scarab maps. And maybe ending there. But yeah, I'm glad that you're enjoying them there, Jay-Z. I think we will see Bane change quite a bit, Lord. In fact, I have a video that's pretty much outlined at this point. I just want to read Path of Destruction again, just to make sure I don't miss anything. But I want to do a whole list of just basically what we know now, everything that's going to change from Bane. And it's going to be a lot. I think they're going completely different. He'll still be Rule of Two, but it definitely won't be the Bane of Legends. Oh, you guys want me to do one Death Star DLC match instead of Scarab? That sounds good. I'll let you guys choose. Do you want me to do like a Walker Assault or turning point on Scarab, or rather maybe a battle station or something with the Death Star DLC? You guys choose. Yeah, for Darth Bane, Jonah. Oh, I would love that blue. Yeah, if you could get a... Oh, I would really enjoy a Hoth map for Battlefront 2. I'm just basically at this point, I'm just assuming that a lot of information that I'm looking for is going to come out at Celebration. But I would like to see some more info on Battlefront. Pew pew. Yeah, let's do... Okay, I think the vast majority is Death Star. So, Death Star it is. Now, I have to not forget to change my loadout. I wouldn't mind if we did a battle station. Yeah, sorry, Gabriel. Yeah, that's the thing. I like playing the normal 40-person game modes for that reason. For our last one, we'll end here on Death Star. And perfect, it's a battle station, so that's good. Hey, what's up there, Captain Rex? Yeah, my endurance for the live streams has gone up since twitching. I don't think I could have done 3.5 hours a few months ago, but I mean, you guys would be amazed at how quickly the time goes. Like, now that you say 3.5 hours, it feels like I've been doing it for 30 minutes. Good question there, Alex. So, just in terms of schedule on Twitch, there is a set schedule on Twitch. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then Fridays, usually outside of today, it'll be 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Saturdays at 12 Eastern Standard Time. And I think that is it. If you go to the Twitch page and just scroll down to the schedule, I believe it is there. Now I think what we'll do is, I mean, this worked really well and I've enjoyed this one just here on YouTube, so I think we'll have to do this one either every Friday and Sunday or Sunday, and I'll let you guys know what days we'll go, but I do think we have to do it more often here on YouTube. Thanks, Rex. I appreciate that, buddy. I agree, Jay-Z. Thanks, Wilson. Yeah, and if you guys want to check out the Twitch too, I think I put the link in the description. now that I'm thinking about it.
We are under
Okay,
attack.
yeah.
The
It's been a
rebels
while
are
since I gave out the
targeting
Twitch link, but it is down there. Thanks, Strange. I appreciate that. Alright, Gabriel, have a good night. Thanks for playing with us.
Watch your back, hostile fighter. Look out, missile lock.
Enemy fighter is locked in on you.
Rebel fighter obliterated.
Behind you, shake him off.
Unfortunately, Rex, I don't play on PS4. Just PC and for this Xbox One. Not a problem at all there, Lord. Ooh, I should watch out. Just gonna scroll up here quickly. I'm actually really looking forward to it, Silas. Yeah, just in terms of what we'll see. I'm hoping it's a number of eras. Like, I wouldn't mind something if it stretched from Clone Wars to the First Order. I think that would be really cool, actually.
Rebel fighter on your tail.
Shake that missile lock.
For the Empire.
And again, too, I apologize for not keeping up with the chat here. These, these flying ones get pretty intense.
Watch your back.
Missile lock on you.
Ah, thanks, Rex. I don't think so, Don. I think they might move on at this point, but man, anything with Clone Wars, I wouldn't mind. I haven't played Rogue Squadron, Harold, but I have heard from quite a few people that it is a really good game. Actually, when I was looking at which game to start with over on Twitch, I was looking at Rogue Squadron because I'm fairly certain that Steam has that.
Rebel fighter neutralized. Defend our destroyer. The rebels are attacking its exposed areas.
Ah, perfect. There, Jay-Z. Yeah, I wish. I mean, I think I only get 14 days for VODs on Twitch. I think that the episode 2 and 3 is up on Twitch right now, but it's unfortunate that, for example, episode 1 isn't. That was another reason why I was thinking about getting that second channel that I was mentioning earlier, just because then everybody can watch the games from beginning to end.
Hostile behind you. Shake him off. Another rebel fighter down.
You've got a homing missile locking on.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying before there, Manor. Yeah, we'll after this one, I'll be able to watch the chat a bit better.
The first of their cruisers has been
There we go.
destroyed.
Rebel ship down. Going down.
Our Star Destroyer has lost its shield and is exposed. Focus on the rebel fighters. Watching, you've got one on your tail.
Thanks, Nicholas. Yeah, you too. And yeah, everyone that's happy St. Patrick's Day, by the way. Yeah, have a good weekend, Nicholas.
Your pursuit of the rebel fighter.
You've been in here for a while again, too, so I appreciate that. I am starting to lose my voice here, guys. I apologize. And I don't think it's so much from streaming. It's more so that that what if video, voicing that one over.
Rebel fighter annihilated. Check behind you.
Enemy fighter behind you. Shake him off.
Rebel ship destroyed. Rebel fighter behind you.
I appreciate it, Nicholas. I think the smallest wasn't what was classified as the actual Star Destroyer. Wasn't the smallest one actually the Venator? That class? I could be wrong, but I think if you look at what's categorized as Star Destroyer, I'm laughing with the sci-fi gamer, the Vape. I just watched someone sent me I don't know if you guys have heard of H3, a funny video about vaping. Sure, Manor, if you want to, definitely, if you want to just send me a friend request, for sure. That's just wrong there, Jonah. I'm in Canada myself there, Harold.
To retrieve a droid which has recovered vital
Is Venator a cruiser?
let them escape with it.
I had always thought that it was a classified as a Star Destroyer. Oh, Acclimator? Okay.
We have discovered the Jedi Skywalker's position. It's nearby.
Usually on Xbox here, Don, it's usually just Battlefront for the time being. I mean, mostly before Twitch and YouTube here, it was mostly sports games, to be quite honest. But, I mean, recently it's mostly just Battlefront.
The traitor's backers in your vicinity. Take him down.
Yeah, I always get it confused. The only reason why I thought that the Venator was a Star Destroyer is just because of the that reading up on, oh, bad place to go, on the Imperial Naval Doctrine. I could have sworn I saw the Venator, and it was a kind of brought back the Star Destroyer. Yeah, I would love to play Battlefield 1. That game looks like it's a lot of fun. Whoops.
Reinforcements are on their way. Drive the rebels back. Director Orson Krennic will provide support during this mission. Lord Vader has arrived.
Yeah, I think you know when
The detention area. I say
I'll drop
again,
whoops when I go into a room filled with Chewbacca and 5 other rebels.
Princess Leia Organa is near your location. Target eliminated. Good work.
Hey, Swedish gamer. Yeah, Emerald. I think the consensus on that is it's an awesome game. Now, I myself haven't played Battlefront 2, but I mean, with all of the awesome stuff that I'm hearing about it, I certainly will at some point in the very near future. Favorite Sith? Probably I'd have to go with, I mean, Vader's a little bit too easy, but I mean, to be fair, he is. But I would have to go with Bane. Ooh, just got lucky there. Huh. I would have to go with Bane and Malgus probably being some of my favorite Sith as well. Good, time waster. Thanks for asking. How's your day been?
Cut off all escape routes. The rebels have located the droid and are trying to escape. Do not let that happen.
Princess Organa.
Nice manner. No, I've never been to Europe, Jonah. Oh, I think it's just the, Yeah, I agree, Lord. I think that was one of the reasons why I like the Bane trilogy so much.
We have analyzed their attack pattern and we have discovered a vulnerable exhaust port at the end of the trench. Do not let those fighters reach it.
Rebel fighter locking onto you. Homing missile closing fast. Critical damage.
Oh yeah, the gamer tag's just SWRC Gaming. GAMING. But I think it's in the description for Twitch.
Rebel ships incoming. Hostile fighter on your tail.
You've got one behind you.
Rebel fighters neutralized. Watch for a counterattack.
Thanks, Manor. Yeah, I was really happy to see that, Emerald. Yeah, I've always liked. I was mentioning it. Ooh, let's see if we can. I was mentioning it earlier about the TIE Defender from all those days of playing TIE Fighter back in the day. So yeah, it was good to see it back in. Now somebody was mentioning to me that the origination of it. Oh, there's one. If you guys can see it.
A squad of rebel fighters are heading into the trench. Go after them. I'm going down. Behind you. Homing missile headed your way.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, thanks for stopping in and watching. I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely have a good weekend. Oh, the planet that's in the background? Yeah, it's a good question. I was wondering that myself. I don't believe it's Geonosis, is it? Alright. GG, guys. Has it been 4? Alpha Lion? Yeah, I was saying before, I mean, the KOTOR streams have helped, and the other Twitch streams. Is that really Yavin? Wow. All right, Don. Thanks for dropping in. I hate to leave with 90 people, but I think I'm gonna call it there myself here, guys. Oh, it's just the same thing as it should be anyway, Harold. Actually, you know what? I might have to double check. If you remind me next time there, Harold, I can double check. I'm just not sure if it's the same as the YouTube channel or not. But I'll definitely figure it out and let you know. Alright guys, I'm gonna head out here. But yeah, this is definitely a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys jumping in with me here. You as well, Manor. Thanks. Thanks, Lord. You too. But yeah, I think what I'll do, and again too, I was mentioning it throughout the stream, but if you want to get in on the KOTOR or even the Battlefront during the week, I think the Twitch link is just down in the description. But yeah, if you want to join us there, it's a lot of fun too. And I think for now, I'll set up another one of these for next Friday, at or about the same time. But alright guys, I hope you all have a really good night and a good weekend. And again, happy St. Patrick's Day. Hope you all had a good night. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Take care, everyone.